So let's rank all the films I watched for the first time for the month of November 2023.
Bad Days Entertainment Rankings and Reviews.
Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and I'm back with another ranking. This time it's going to be my first time watches for November 2023. Now, I watched 25 films for the first time. Now, there are some Christmas flicks, but I counted those as first time watches since they came up during this month. So, anyway, this was tough to do. Made some slight errors, but I managed to fix it up as best as I can. So, which of these films will be number one? Could it be a new film that I watch, or could it be maybe an old film I haven't seen? Well, you're just gonna have to find out. I've watched 25 of them, so if you're ready, let's get started with the show. I'm gonna go quick and what have you. You'll see me throughout this, but I'm gonna be fast as I can, so that way I'll try not to take much time. Okay? So if you're ready, sit back, relax, and here we go. Number 25 is Knights of the Zodiac. Now, a lot of you people are saying that the Marvels is the big bomb of the year. Well, that's understandable, but this is I consider to be the real ultimate bomb of the year, and also worst film of the year. I watched this on Netflix. I didn't think it was good and what have you. I may not have watched the anime or what have you, but I didn't think this was good at all. This was one of the worst films of the year. Check out my spoiler-free review of this if you haven't. It has an okay cast though, and the visual effects are good and what have you, but the movie just isn't that great though. Now, coming in at number 24, this is a film I'd rather watch over Knights of the Zodiac, and that is Dragon Ball Evolution from 2009. I haven't reviewed this film yet, but I'm gonna tell you, I'd rather watch this over Knights of the Zodiac. I did watch it before I watched that, but now I've come to realize I think I'd rather watch this over that. This film also didn't do too well at the box office, but the film's alright and what have you. It does have some pretty good action and what have you. I mean, some of the cast wasn't too bad. I did like seeing Emmy Rossum and James Marsters. Yeah. Anyway, this film's alright and what just not one of the greats, though. Oh well. I'll try and review this next year. And coming in at number 23 is Legion of Superheroes. Now, this is a new DC Universe movie that came out earlier this year. I found it on Max and I thought I'd check it out. Well, it's fine and what have you. Just not great though, but I do appreciate what they had to do with and what have you. I mean, having Supergirl and several other characters, something I've recalled seeing in the former short-lived Saturday morning show from the old Kids WB block. Anywho, Legion of Superheroes, it's fine and what have you. Now, coming in at number 22 is The 99. Now, this film originally came out on Disney Channel first before coming to Disney Plus, which is where I watched it. This film's fine, what have you. I just felt like it just wasn't as great as I wanted it to be. But I did like the kids and what have you. Danny Glover surprised me as Santa and what have you. But anywho, I feel like this is just a fine little film. I did include this in a mini review with a few others. We'll see where these with 3 others. We'll see where they wind up. But anyway, the 99, not bad. Just wish it could have been better. And coming in at number 21 is Son of the Mask from 2005. I've dodged this film for some time and what have you, but after watching The Mask, which you saw down the rewatches ranking, I thought for just this once I'd watch this, and it's okay for a film, but it's just not great though. I mean, it's just not quite close to as good as the first one. I'll talk more about this in when I review this next year after I review its predecessor. But anyway, I appreciate having, well, people like Jamie Kennedy and Alan Cumming in. Alan Cumming was fine as Loki. No, but anyway, that's all about all I can say. Now coming in at number 20 is The House from 2017. This film's alright. It's got a few fine moments. Will Ferrell and Amy Poehler, they're both pretty good and what have you. This film's kind of a little odd and what have you, but I appreciate with what they were doing and what have you. And with them trying to raise some money by starting a little gambling joint in one's house. But anywho, it's just an alright film and what have you. But still has a few good funny bits and what have you though. And coming in at number 19 is Scooby Doo Haunted Holidays from 2012. This was a television special, but I didn't know much about it. But when I found it on Tubi, I thought, what the hey, I'll give it a watch. The film's fine, what have you. Well, even though it's a short film. Anyway, I do appreciate them putting Scooby on their Christmas themed special and what have you. Especially when they go up against a sinister snowman, what have you. That was pretty cool and what have you. But of the whole, I thought it was fine and what have you. Next, coming in at number 18 is Funny People from 2009. Now, I wasn't sure what to think of this film. This film's alright and what have you, with Adam Sandler, Seth Rogen, and Leslie Mann. I'm going to say the film's fine, what have you. I just wish it could have been just a little short because this film's pretty long and what have you. Well, some have said this was a Thanksgiving movie, and I watched it on Thanksgiving. It does have a bit of a Thanksgiving feel to it since it's in one scene and what have you. But of the whole, I thought Funny People was okay. And I don't really consider it to be one of Adam Sandler's best films, but it's fine, what have you. Even though it was directed by Judd Apatow, who recently did The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up before this. Next, coming in at number 17 is Cruel Intentions 3 from 2004. Now, even though I saw the second one, and what have you, I saw this film, and well, while despite it may not be a continuation of the first film, or even after the second film, which was a prequel, I am going to say the film was fine and what have you. They have a little bit of hot bits and what have you, so I'm going to say that was fine. I will review this film along with the other two next year and what have you. So overall, Cruel Intentions 3, it's not too bad. Just wish it could have continued after the first one or the second one. Next, coming in at number 16 is Genie. This is a new Peacock film with Melissa McCarthy, who's absolutely very funny and what have you, like usual. I'm going to say this film was just pretty funny and what have you. You can check out this in a mini reviews vid I did with the 99 and a couple other films which are still to come. But overall, it was fine and what have you. It had a few funny moments and what have you. And coming in at number 15 is David Cronenberg's Scanners from 1981. Now, I didn't know what to think of this film, but I know Cronenberg did some pretty underrated films and what have you. I thought I'd check this one out. It's pretty freaky and what have you, but I will say it's pretty killer in some parts and what have you, and strange too. But hey, this is pretty good and what have you. I'll need to rewatch it some again another time, and I will think of doing a review of this one day. But anyway, it's a pretty good film. Scanners is, and coming in at number 14 is Quiz Lady. This is a new Hulu film. It's absolutely crazy. Awkwafina, Sandra Oh, they are both absolutely really crazy and what have you. This I thought it was just as funny as well Joyride was when it came out this past summer. Check out my spoiler-free review of this if you haven't already. So I'm not going to get into much of the details. Just check out my review of it. And coming in at number 13 is Mannequin 2 on the Move from 1991. We'll see where the first film winds up. This film didn't do too well, but I will say it's pretty underrated though. I like Christy Swanson in this. She was very good and what have you. But anyway, this film is just so crazy. And what have you, just about a guy who sees a mannequin and well, soon she comes to life and what have you. I think this film's just a little underrated, but pretty funny though. I really did enjoy it. And coming in at number 12 is Dashing Through the Snow. This is a new Disney Plus film. Now, of course, I did a mini review of this along with two others I already mentioned, The 99 and Genie. Check it out. But anyway, Laurel Howery and Ludacris, they were definitely really good and what have you. This film was just so crazy and what have you. I felt like it was kind of like the Christmas Chronicles all over again. But anyway, it's still pretty funny though. Check it out if you haven't already. And coming in at number 11 is Family Switch. Now, this recently came to Netflix last week, and I'm going to say this is absolutely crazy. It's Freaky Friday with a little Christmassy feel to it. I really love the performances we got from Jennifer Garner, Ed Helms, and the others and what have you. This was just so funny. Check out my spoiler-free review if you haven't seen it, and check the film out once you check out my review of it. It's definitely really funny. Now we go to the top 10. Coming in at number 10 is Straight Trash from 1987. This film's pretty underrated and what have you. And I'm going to say it is freaky, freaky, freaky. This is a body horror flick and what have you with a little black comedy blended into it. I am going to say it's just wow. A lot of my horror fanatic friends will probably want me to review this sometime sooner. Mind you, I might look into this again and then maybe review it sometime or sooner next year. But anyway, Street Trash was pretty fun and what have you. I had a little bit of a fun time with it. Next, coming in at number 9 is Good Burger 2. This film's so crazy in my view. Just as much as its predecessor was, it came close anyways. Check out my spoiler-free review of this if you haven't yet. Kenan and Kel are once again really funny as Ed and Dexter. They are just an absolute comic team after all these years. I had a lot of fun with this. This is again, pretty good sequel. And the new characters aren't too bad either, in my opinion, but you don't have to take my word for it. Good Burger 2, not bad at all. And coming in at number 8 is Mannequin from 1987. I found this when I was checking around Max and what have you, and I heard it and I thought I'd check it out to see if it was any good. I know it has Andrew McCarthy. I know my friend the Diagler included this on a rank of his favorite films with this guy, and I'm going to say he is very good. So is Kim Cattrall. I thought this was just so fun and funny. That's all I can tell you. I will review this sometime sooner or later. But anyway, I had a lot of fun with this film, Mannequin. It's pretty good. Next, coming in at number 7 is The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I thought this was a pretty good take on the prequel to the Hunger Games series. I mean, with its cast and what have you, I especially liked the performances from a lot of the cast, especially Rachel Zegler, who was absolutely amazing live. She really gave her best performance in singing as well. If you haven't seen my review of this yet, you need to check it out and check out this movie as well. You might like it, but you be the judge and what have you. I thought it was pretty good. Next, coming in at number 6 is The Marvels. Now, you didn't think I was going to have this at number 1, did you? No way. There are other films that would top that. Which this film, unfortunately, has now become the lowest grossing film in the MCU, which I'm ashamed of and what have you. Can't believe you people out there not getting your heads on straight. Oh, but who am I kidding? I don't need to be rude to you people in any ways. It was your choice and what have you. But I loved this film. It was just so good and what have you. It had some pretty good humor and with connecting to Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. Yeah, I will say it was just so good. And in the character of Monica Rambeau, who we saw in WandaVision, which I've just heard is now on physical media. Awesome. But anyway, the Marvels, it's wasn't too bad, but I still wish it could have been done better. Next, coming in at number 5 is Gay Paris from 1962. I've been wanting to see this film for some time, but I've only seen bits of it. But now that I've seen the film, you can find the full movie on YouTube free with ads. I'm going to say this is easily an underrated anime feature since it's got some pretty good voice acting, including Judy Garland plus Robert Goulet and many others. I'm going to say this film was just a perfectly good film and what have you. Definitely. I definitely need to review this film sometime sooner. Maybe I will down the road. Anyway, I really like Gay Purry. It was really, really good. And coming in at number 4 is Leo. This is a new Netflix film. This is the fourth and final film that was part of the mini reviews vid that I did with the 99 Dashing Through the Snow and Genie. I'm gonna say this was a pretty good anime feature. Adam Sandler did one heck of a job in voicing the title character. Listen to my thoughts on this when you see the main reviews of it. The main review I did with those other 3 films I mentioned. This film's pretty funny and what have you. I thought it was just so incredible to enjoy. And coming at number 3 is Wish, the newest Disney film, which also, like the Marvels, hasn't done too well and wished y'all would get you people would get cracking and what have you and check this out and what have you. I don't care what these critics say, they just are being plumb ignorant and what have you or something like that. But I loved this film. This was a pretty good one. Great characters, great story, great music and score and what have you. I liked it for what it had to offer. Check out my spoiler free review if you haven't already. Anyway, Wish was pretty good. And for the final 2, this was a tough decision to make. I got another animated film plus a classic from the 80s. So let's get to it. Number 2 is Trolls Band Together. This film I thought was even more fun than even the first one, but it comes in second behind the second one. But anyway, I really loved the old and new characters. This was just a fun filled flick and what have you. I thought it was just so incredible. At least I'm glad it gave DreamWorks a chance to redeem themselves despite the failure of Ruby Gillman this past summer. But anyway, glad to have DreamWorks back in action. Check out my spoiler-free review of this film if you haven't already. But Trolls Band Together is just so incredible. But if this recent anime features number 2, the number 1 is a classic, one I've never seen before until now. So my number 1 first time watch of November 2023 is The Outsiders from 1983. Now this is a pretty good film and what have you. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola. I know this. I'm late for this anniversary, but I may review it sometime down the road. But anyway, I really enjoyed this film for what it had to offer, and this was just so good. I liked how the story was set in Tulsa. That was really cool. And with having such a pretty good cast and what have you, like Matt Dillon, which I know this film made the Dagler's favorite films with Matt Dillon, and we had Ralph Macchio before The Karate Kid. Rob Lowe's in this, so is Emilio Estevez, even Tom Cruise, Diane Lane. Yeah, I think The Outsiders was just so good and a pretty good story in my view. Just so many great characters. Can't go wrong with that. But still pretty good. So that's why it's my number one first time watch of November 2023. There you have it. What did you think of this ranking? Let me know in the comments section below. What was your favorite first time watch of November 2023? Give me your top one, your top three, or your top five tops. And leave them for me in the comments section. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And next time I'll be bringing to you a spoiler-free review of The Exorcist Believer. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, check out my reviews of these other films. In the upper left-hand corner is my review on Trolls Band Together. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Wish. And the bottom left-hand corner is the mini reviews vid I did on the 99, Dashing Through the Snow, Genie, and Leo. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.